So a lot of young boys and girls these days are thinking in terms of becoming job givers rather than job takers. They have taken up, they are thinking in terms of taking up entrepreneurship or their own business as their career move. What do you think is the stage of entrepreneurship development we are in India today? And how do you think AICT can promote entrepreneurship or self-career as a career option for young boys and girls today?
Yeah, it's a very good question, because you see the scenario which has been changed from last 10 years. Earlier, our Indian students, they do prefer to go to the abroad for looking for the jobs. Now, in today's scenario, when we have already went to the mission Make in India, it means we are going to make a zero defect manufacturings in India, and many of the countries from the Asia as well as Europe, they are going to invest in India. And how we'll get the team for this? This is the right answer, that our Indian students, those are coming up with the high level institutions, higher education institutions, so called, they are MBAs, they are MTechs and they are PhDs. They are going to start their own with the own career, although it's going to be start with the from village to the town to city, then it comes to the major cities. So this time, I think it's the right time for the Indian students, those are coming up with their vision of entrepreneurship. I think it is a very right time to be launching this. Although Government of India, they are spending a huge amount of money to popularize these schemes, huge amount of money to motivate. You might have seen the Jan Dhan Yojana, which has been popularized because we want to, every citizen must have the bank account, because tomorrow then only they can go to the bank to borrow the money in the shape of loan, and they can start something, maybe starting with the rupees 100 or maybe rupees 1000, they can start their own. This kind of self-confidence has to be inculcated in the Indian society.
How do you think the institutions in India are geared up to teach entrepreneurship as a career option?
Entrepreneurship is the term which I don't think it can be taught in the classroom. The only thing is we have to just motivate our youngsters to see what they have there inside. I feel personally each and every person is an entrepreneur. The only thing is he or she should know the energy. He should know the channel through which he or she can set up their own unit, maybe industry, maybe academy industry, maybe other kind of industry, or it may be any kind of other services by which they can make their bread and butter also equivalently. Because in number of books you see, we teach management, how to manage your business. We teach the strategies, marketing, but the initial stage is the entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship means you would like to do something by your own, by using your own mind, your own hand, with the help of the limited resources which may be given by Government of India, which may be motivated by the parents, which may be given by the concerned societies or NGOs to motivate our students. So I don't think that entrepreneurship can be taught in the classroom. It comes by inner choice or inner voice, which we have to just motivate.
There has been a lot of challenges in management education in the last 1 decade. Today, students find themselves to be at loss of information when they have to select a good business school for themselves. How do you think that, what are the steps a student should take to differentiate a good school from a not so good school in terms of the institutions if a student has to select? How AICT can help students to choose the right institution, and what are the factors students should keep in mind when they look for an institution to study?
If you see the scenario from last 10 years, whenever the parents go to any institutions, they first ask to the institution authority or management, sir, what my ward will going to be start earning after passing out from your institution. It means they are not bothering the infrastructure, not faculty, they are bothering after getting the degree from here, what the earning they are going to start, and it was not the valid thing. Keeping all these parameters in mind, Ministry of Human Resource Development already has been launched one portal on his website, that is Know Your College. It means any stakeholder, any student, parents or citizen of India would like to start their career in education, maybe in a higher education or school education, they must go to that portal and type the choice name of that institution, and they will come to know each and every bit of that institution in terms of infrastructure, faculty competency and their placement record as such. Because it is an authentic site of the Government of India, so whatever the data is going to be given over there, which can never be a hidden part, as we see some of the private players nowadays, what they are showing in their prospectus is not going to deliver during in the classroom as well as the placement scenario. So while selecting this institution, this is the one. The second part, when the parents are looking for the good institutions in country, the Government of India already have launched one new framework that is called National Institutional Ranking Framework, under which all the institutions of India, whether it's a management, pharmacy, architecture or engineering and technology, they are coming under a single umbrella of this ranking, and they will, what they are going to fill, according to that they are going to get the rank in the national level. Earlier it was not the scenario. Only few of our IITs or IIMs they supposed to be get the rank. That was the global ranking system. And rest of the students, most of the crowd in India, which they supposed to go to the national institutions in the states, they were not knowing exactly the status of that institution for which they are going to get their education. So these things already have been solved, and the only thing is we have to make aware our society, our students, they should use their rights while selecting this institution.